Hey guys, Artosis here with a cast from the CasterMuse Narak Star League. We have a game on Eclipse between our Zerg player, Killer, and our Protoss player, Free. Now, Free, well, he's been the real killer here. He just won the CasterMuse Star League in an awesome series there in the finals against Best. Just such a stacked tournament, even more stacked than this one. But here he is in the Narak Star League, and we'll see if he can do the repeat. He's been playing better and better and better. Unfortunately, did not make it into ASL this current season, season number 11. So here he is in the Narak Star League. All good. And I've always felt like this is the matchup where he kind of excels above the other ones. He's always been quite a talented Protoss versus Zerg player. But going up against Killer, I think that Killer is a player that is always underestimated as a pro. He's got just very solid matchups as Zerg, also known as Baxter, if you're wondering who he is. But yeah, he's, I don't know, I like him. I've always liked his Zerg overall, so it should be an interesting game. Now, Eclipse being the two-player map, you do have to watch out for things like Cannon Rush. You know, obviously we've seen a huge range, a huge variety from both Protoss and Zerg as to what they like to open with on this map. Free is going to start it off with a gateway expansion, it looks like. Sending his probe up to scout, and he's going to catch a hatchery first in progress. Probe unable to block that, but will act like he's doing a cannon rush, because that is actually pretty popular. So you see the drone coming down. This is actually a very good map for cannon rushes. And so, yeah, as the drone comes down, sees no pylon, he's starting to think, I think this is fake. But he will keep the drone here just in case, because obviously if your opponent is waiting and you leave and he makes cannon, you're going to lose the game. So keeps this drone kind of on top of the probe. And yeah, it's pretty obvious at this point that it's not going to occur. Free down here, just making Zealots. Looks like he's decided to make at least a couple before his Nexus. Has that additional pylon in the main base as well. Pool on the way, and we'll see. Yeah, it seems like Killer is going to go ahead and take his third hatchery at another base, as is the norm in the matchup. We'll just have to watch for his gas timing and what he wants to go for. Is he going to go speed first? Is he going to go for like a 3-hatch Hydra bust? Is he just going to go up into layer, as has been the norm for quite some time? Well, the Zealot making his way up the map to join the probe here on this hatchery. And they can actually put out a fair amount of damage, to be honest. Look at this, only 4 lings on the way. A Zealot and a probe can fight 4 lings. So he's going to have to make more than that. Another 2 lings here and another 2 lings here. So, yeah, he's going to have 8 lings, but the amount of damage being put out is not insignificant. And especially with the second Zealot coming, has Killer made a mistake? Like, I mean, this hatchery, if it's going to be very low health, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it might be something that can be picked off later on. All right, second Zealot getting on top of it. Look at this. Yeah, it's getting so low, man. We're over halfway done to making it. He might even have to cancel. He does. Now that is some Zealot pressure. He did not even send the lings across, realizing that this was going to occur. 8 lings, making a beeline across the map. But honestly, this wall plus 2 Zealots plus a probe, you're not going to do anything with 8 lings, right? I guess you start to, yeah, you attacks the gateway, but in the meantime, the Zealots and probe going to do a bit of a counterattack. Forge is going to be finishing up. Some more probes being pulled to make sure he doesn't just die. Look at this, getting on top of these drones now. That one popping through the minerals. 1 drone going down. No real damage over here to Free. Yeah, this is just terrible for Killer. He is getting absolutely manhandled at the moment. That Zealot not even falling. Only 14 drones out. Most of them having to fight during all of this. The hatchery's already been canceled. Here's the third hatchery now in the main base, which is already so suboptimal. And still the Zealot trying to be as annoying as possible. The other 3 Zealots actually coming out, 4 Zealots even, as a cannon's being made at the natural. Free continuing to produce his probes, keeping that pressure on. And Killer in some mighty trouble. He's made some Zerglings. Doesn't quite have enough right now. He's going to fight with drones and Zerglings unless he can buy some more time. There are more lings being made. But I think the drones are going to have to take some shots at these Zealots as well, especially as the 4th comes up to meet. Couple drones coming down from the main. Oh, God. One gets picked off. This is, like, everything. I know it's Zerg, but everything is on fire right now for Killer. Taking so much damage. Free just abusing him with his Zealots nonstop. And now a lot of Lings coming out. They are going to push these Zealots back a bit. And, I mean, I guess they're going to get him, but look at the angle Free takes during all this. Just insane. The drone comes around, he even gets a drone kill. You can't be more efficient than what we're seeing from Free here. Free has been insane in this early game. Oh my God. Like, he still has a Zealot alive. 16 drones against 28 probes, no third base. He does have the 3 hatches. He does have Zergling speed. Sees some drones popping. Free is just in the most dominating position. He adds a second cannon just to be super safe, bringing back the Zealot. Honestly, he's done enough damage. He even has a Zealot up here blocking this drone from making that third base. And now it's going to try to get behind the minerals. All right, does get back there and will again be as efficient as he possibly can be. Looks like he's going to end up killing 3 Lings there with that one. And Citadel as well as Stargate on the way, +1 coming. It seems pretty straightforward for Free, right? But we have a Hydralisk Den on the way. So maybe a Hydralisk bust could turn this around still if Free messes up, right? Free is sending his Zealots towards the 3rd. And he kind of dodged Overlords for the most part there. So they're going to get up there. And I mean, they might force a cancel. The Zerglings making their way back very, very quickly. He has enough, excuse me, to kill off these Zealots. So I guess he'll be able to kill them. Now, yeah, I think that Killer has made the right choice to go into, like, I guess this is technically a 4 hatchery Hydra play. As this third base hatchery is about halfway done. He's droning up rather heavily. Now, there is the possibility he just utilizes the Hydralisks to stop his Overlords from dying. But it feels to me like once Psystorm is done, he'll never have a chance to win the game. In fact, even as a DT pops out, I'm going to be very, very scared for him because, like, his lair has not even started at this point. So he's going to have to make a Spore here and a Spore here, which is going to be painful in and of itself. So the Corsair comes over, gets that first Overlord at this 3rd base. Hydras go over here to protect. And with 2 DTs on the way, he definitely does need to start a couple Spores, I would say. Or at least a Spore here. I guess he could probably just use Hydras to defend his clump of Overlords at this location. Hydras, yeah, okay, they push back the Corsairs for now. Lings still making their rounds a little bit, searching for anything out of the ordinary. Okay, an Overlord being made at the 3rd base. And with 4 Hydras coming, yeah, the Corsairs are low enough that I think he can protect that. So that's good at least. Yeah, they're taking quite a bit more damage, but they do pop another Overlord. Looks like they're going to get this one as well. Killer hanging on by a thread right now. Okay, the DTs come up, and he's just going to dive and allow... Oh, my God. He's just going after the Hydras with the DTs. If he kills this Overlord and still has DTs left, that's going to be that. But he actually pushes that back. It looks like the DTs will get picked off. I mean, they did some decent damage still. I don't think he regrets trying what he tried there, because that would have been basically a game win. But, yeah, it does get dealt with. Okay. I think Killer has stabilized a bit, but... Free is not going to let up at all. +1 is almost done. Zealot Legs just now finishing, and he is going right across the map. Do we have enough units? This feels like such a one-sided game. Spire is coming up, so maybe that's another idea that he can go switch into Mutas and catch Free off guard, but he's got to live through this first, and this 3rd base does not look like that is going to be able to withstand it. Look at this. Getting around the units immediately. GG. Free dominates Killer in this game.